Hi, and welcome to episode 16 of CultureWatch Radio. I'm Andrew Smith, and with me in the Spaghetti Treat restaurant we're in Melbourne for the March for the Babies, and with me is, as always, Bill Muhlenberg.
Great to be with you again in this great surrounding.
So, Bill, tell us about this March for the Babies that we're at today.
Yes, well, it's an annual event, been going since the horrendous Victorian abortion laws of 2008. So every year around about this time, we try to get as many thousands of pro-lifers together, march the streets of Melbourne, make our presence be felt, hopefully get a bit of media coverage, end up at Parliament House, hear a few pro-life talks, and fend off the radicals in the process. So it's all good fun, and hopefully bigger and better every year.
Yeah. Fun has got to be the word for it. Bill, I believe that a lot of Victorians, the general members of the public, have no idea exactly what the laws are like here in this state of Victoria. In fact, it's about the worst in the world.
Yeah. Look, sadly, that would be the case. In fact, not just for Victorians in general, but probably most Victorian Christians wouldn't have a clue just how draconian and how radical of a law the 2008 law actually was. Basically, open slather up until right to the very end on abortion, making it, among other things, one of the most liberalized abortion laws in the world. And it's really one of the blights on Victoria that we could go this far down the path where baby killing becomes so very easy and so easily excused for really any reason at all.
And Bill, this is the sort of thing that's always been presented as all about the rights of a woman. However, doctors now have less rights when it comes to this area.
Yes, absolutely. That's another big problem. We tried, in fact, there were a number of amendments when this law was being debated, 2008, including that issue that you mentioned, the idea that a doctor of conscience may wish not to do the abortion, but maybe refer to another, or even, pull out of the process altogether. A lot of these very sensible, even, not threatening amendments, every single one was rejected at the time that this bill was being debated. And so, again, on so many different fronts, it's really just a very horrendous law indeed.
And so, conceivably, you can be either a doctor or nurse, refuse on your own conscience to take part in an abortion, and it can end your career.
Yeah, well, that's the scary thing about this law, because there are these no exceptions whatsoever, and there are built-in penalties for those who dare to stand for conscience. It really can be a career-ending affair for any nurse, doctor, medical professional with a conscience who says, look, I just cannot do this in good faith. So, as you say, it impacts everybody, not just the baby, obviously, not just the woman, but certainly anybody in the health field who may not want to go along with this very evil law.
And that can't be good for medical culture itself if good people are either chased out or squashed.
Absolutely right. Medicine should be about do no harm. I mean, that's always been the principle of medicine for centuries on end, do no harm. So even back with the Hippocratic Oath, we had instruction, this was before Christ, about not doing things that would end a life, as in euthanasia and abortion. So here we got a law which just turns the Hippocratic Oath on its head. The principle of do no harm is absolutely thrown out the window. This is bad for medicine, this is bad for ethics, this is bad for society.
And if you'd like any resources or more information on the issues that really do matter, and yes, we're recording this live in one take, go and Google Culture Watch, and there's plenty of news and information for you at the Culture Watch website. We'll see you again next week with another normal and more regular edition of the Culture Watch podcast.
Great to be with you again.